as we see, you know what I'm saying, despite being a well-known supporter of Trump, you know what I'm saying, Jones, angered by Trump's response, he called Trump's post bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And the V, you know what I'm saying, he called the V a biological weapon in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, formerly known as a propaganda platform. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was true, and if it was Twitter and it was true to its cause, then we must have more people up there talking, you know what I'm saying, some real information, and we must have it blowing straight by. Because by it being monitored by outside interference, we know they are listening and we know why you built it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But he's saying it was a biological weapon. Jones took things a step further when he, threatened Trump on, you know what I'm saying, on his show, InfoWar. You know what I'm saying? If he sees more of Trump, if he see any more of Trump, you know what I'm saying, I am going to go on the warpath. Well, do so if you feel that way. Jones just just cannot take this, you know what I'm saying, I cannot put my head down on the pillow at night and say that I am a true person to everybody when I've already held my nose, you know what I'm saying, because of the overwhelming good he has done, which I guess he's talking about Trump, you know what I'm saying, he has done, the good he is doing, and all the persecution, and but put up with the stuff, put up with his stuff, from what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? What we are saying later in the show, Jones claimed that the COVID-19 was cooked up by Dr. Anthony Fauci, the killing motherfucking weasel, which he has cooked up many of these, and then have the nerve to go out on the TV and try to explain it off when he was the one who's up there digging and pushing Trump, standing on stage looking all stupid and mean, staring like this, looking like jackass, I want to kill you, motherfucking weasel, murdering, genocidal, bloodthirsty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You won't fooling nobody with that serious look. We knew about your ass for years. Now, my question to you, Anthony Fauci, you and Bill the Nut Goat fucking Gates, talking about the GOAT greatest of all time, no, the GOAT greatest of Baphomet medical, Luciferian blood sucking shit. You know what I'm saying? How long have you been cooking up these chemicals and killing black people? You know what I'm saying? He said it was cooked up by Fauci and chief medical advisor, the chief so-called chief medical advisor. He's a chief murderer. He's a chief serial killer. Do your motherfucking research. You know what I'm saying? But we see the chief, chief. He's an idiot. He shouldn't even use the word. Talk about some chief. You're cheap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't no advisor. You're a murderer. You know what I'm saying? To the so-called wannabe cheating, also not case, you know what I'm saying, not president. He's an idiot. Cheating ass, talking about he's a president in our government. You know what I'm saying? And he's the advisor to him. You know what I'm saying? And that the V had already been developed for release. Yes, it has. I told people that from the very beginning. They've been had it. You act as if like when the COVID came out, they had just come up with a great solution. That's the game they run to keep the trutherization in your face. Because you can use truthful words, because who control words control many of these dummies' minds. But who control the words can use these words to make you think that there is something that it has come to light and they have come to rescue you, such as they did with AIDS. They wasn't going to give the people nothing. They were just going to sit there and watch them die slowly and sit on TV and smile and laugh like Mao Zedong. So the anti-party would make Mao Zedong proud. Bloodthirsty, tyrannical murderers and genocidal beings on our planet and in our government. You know what I'm saying? It was already developed. It was cooked up by these nutcase there, and they already had it. You know what I'm saying? It had already been developed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jones knew that just like I did. You know what I'm saying? Just like I did. They had it already. You know what I'm saying? You know, Trump opposed him, you know what I'm saying, him physically, you know, Trump opposed physically made him sick. You know what I'm saying? Though he confirmed his support for Trump re-election, he urged voters to take the president words with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're going to take all of y'all motherfucker words as a grain of salt. Because when we look into much research on all of y'all been places that don't look right. So we ain't going for that one either, Mr. Jones. You know what I mean? You can sit there talking that nonsense all you want. But we're not going for it. We're not going for it. You know what I mean? Because y'all full of doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all full of doo-doo. Even when we look at Robert De Niro, bites back at Donald Trump. What the fuck is Robert De Niro doing? You know he's a deep state with that black and white outfit he got on. He's a deep stater. He's a Baphometical, Luciferian, blood-drinking clown. And it's sad that he's up here trying to make any type of joke when he should be working on the next best film. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they done shock him up the back, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? He bites back at Donald Trump by calling him what? Belligerent, I guess, narcissist. Yeah, just like you. I don't see what you missing. What you talking about that fucking stupid joke? You know what I'm saying? That's racist. Black man fired from the hospital job after reporting white co-workers for naming monkey dog him. Well, I got news for you. What this doctor should have asked worker that was fired, he should have asked them to prove monkey genes in his system, to prove monkey genes in his DNA, and then ask the same people who was doing the monkey joke to do a DNA test on them. It would have been simple. Nobody got time with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got time with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And for them to be making that type of joke, you know what I'm saying? You know, in a workplace when you can't prove that, you know what I'm saying? It's just propaganda that you have been stigmatizing for years. Same as you were saying black people like chicken and watermelon, which was done by that guy who told, I forgot his name, who told them they were having a party and shit back then, and he bought and had a lot of chicken and watermelon and all types of foods, and he told them they're going to have an eating contest with chicken and watermelon because he knew he was going to make postcards and set black people up for this bullshit. But when you do a DNA test on black people, I wonder what you'll find. And if you do a DNA test on them with the fur on their head, because black people don't have fur, they have wool hair, carbon wool hair. So, who has the monkey in them again? Anyway, sitting up there smelling like Frenchy booty. You know what I'm saying? But the workplace is no place for black face, black apes, or black hate. In many ways. According to the report in recent Penn Live article, a black former employee, you know what I'm saying, of UPMC Children's Hospital, of Pittsburgh, 30-year-old, I think his name is Gabe or something like that, Ferguson, has filed a lawsuit against faculty claiming that the administration took no action after reporting that white co-worker named what? Eileen Keenan, yeah, another fucking jackass with no historical value, no research, just hate. For her to even be instituting something like this. Did you do a research DNA test on yourself? Because we know that your race came from Neanderthal cavemen out of the Siberian mountains, mixed with a Siberian dog and a monkey. You know what I'm saying? So, did you do a DNA test, Mrs. Eileen, while you're busy talking that bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Had made a monkey doll and named it after the person. How dare you do such a thing? And if he got fired, she as well should have gotten fired, whether either one of them were right or wrong. But it would be investigated after. But for her to institute such a thing, she should have immediately been fired because she have no proof, no evidence, no DNA, no research, no nothing, just hate. And this is what you're promoting in a children's hospital. Okay. 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 We're going to go right along with the nonsense here. That's all I got to say to it. You're not going down the road with you. You know what I'm saying? We see Trump, you know what I'm saying, in this late one, you know what I'm saying, in all ways, we see Trump as Trump, Donald J. Trump, Chubby Bear, baby, watches as judge in Mar-a-Lago classified document case say it would be an extraordinary step to throw out charges before trial in high-stake hearing in Florida. But you're double standarding. You're double standarding. You're double standarding. Because Joe Biden did the same thing. And you tried to water it down and say it wasn't. And yes, it is. He took classified documents and gave them to the Chinese and all kinds of other fucking Arabs or whoever other people. And he let them read it and he gave them the information. He sabotaged the government. So how are you going to say it's only Trump? I don't get that. We see Chuck the Duck Schumer, 73, New York Senator. No, Chuck the crooked senator, you know what I'm saying, claims Joe Biden's budget is better for America, unlike the Republicans. Chuck the Duck Schumer is lying and wordplay. You know what I'm saying? What fucking budget? When you took 5 hours to call in for help to the National Guard to stop the insurrection, and then Nancy Pelosi being the one, a demon, blood-sucking, idiot jackass of a bitch, choose the January 6th Baphomet Luciferian 6 committee. Something don't sound right there. But anyway, during a recent Senate session address, Majority Leader Chuck the Duck Schumer, I don't understand how he ever became the majority leader, Chuck the Duck Schumer, you know what I'm saying, a demon Democrat of New York, you know what I'm saying, underscore the situation based on what he's saying during a recent, Senate session address, you know what I'm saying, the majority leader, he's saying, he underscored a profound contrast between the demon Democrats and the Republicans, visions for America's future, while you pacify and corrupt the minds of the people against the Republicans, and the Republicans are based on a strong back. You know what I'm saying? You is based on pacifying them just long enough to send them into chaotic hell of blood-sucking orgies, pedophilia, and all types of other baby-sucking murderous shit. Isn't it so? Chuck the Duck Schumer. Now, when we look at this situation in all ways, that's what we see. That's what we see. You know what I'm saying? That's what we see. We don't see any vision in the Democratic Party or any of you demon democratical motherfuckers in any shape or form. What do we see? We don't see shit. We don't see shit. All we see is a bunch of Luciferian, blood-sucking, con artists playing on the minds of the people. Bullshit. Even with this one, when we see North Korea, Kim Jong-il orders troops to prepare for war as U.S. South Korea wraps up its exercise. Oh yeah, all over the world, and ain't it? You know what I'm saying? People need to wake up. We see Trump proposed, a draft would be, recessionary and could spark a resurgence in inflation. Harvard economic say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. And if you believe that clown, you are over the hell. But he's trying to say that Trump trade policies would be recessionary and could, make inflation worse, according to Kenneth Rogoff, or whatever his name is, last name Rogoff, talking about Kenneth. He's a deep stater, he's a liar, and he's full of shit. Because anything that made it worse was the demon Democrats and their conglomerates and their oligarchs and the deep state and all the Luciferian shit that they follow is the ones who made our economy the worst I've ever seen. And you've seen it right before your face as they pull the trickery with executive orders, policies, and bullshit. Why did you stop the supply chain of food coming into the United States during COVID? Claiming that there was COVID, even on the ships. Because you had probably already done jammed them up the ass, didn't you? Or jammed them up the nose. So you were lying then, just like you lying now. What's the difference? Mr. Kenneth, Rogoff. Sound like a Russian or a German or something. You know what I'm saying? You got talking about he's a Harvard economist. The Harvard, you a Harvard asshole. And I don't understand why you even around the United States at all. You know what I'm saying? Point to the Trump proposal draft on imports, including a 60 draft on China. Something has to be done. We need a backbone. Y'all took the backbone away, you demon democratical motherfucker. Don't give me that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We need our backbone back. We took it all our industry and sent it overseas. So all y'all who went over to overseas to these different countries to get free labor or to get cheap labor and all this different shit and human rights violations and all that type of shit are guilty of crimes against humanity. While you talking about you a corporation and you're gonna move your business from America to China, rather than stand up and fight and involve the people, you pack up and just abandon the people altogether. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck is you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Talking about a 60 on trap. Something has to be done. Could be very dislocating to the economy. No, you already did that. You creepy Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Bushwater, Reagan, Nixon, and all of y'all, Carter, Ford, all of y'all, motherfucker. The people need to stand up and start digging in your asses. That's what really needs to happen. Rock off or whatever the fuck you get, more like Goof, more like Rock Goofy. You know what I'm saying? From Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Now we're looking at another idiot that they should have never let get into our government. I don't give a fuck, even if he was in the police department. You know what I'm saying? He probably was in the police department crooked as a motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? Talking about New York could spend up to $11,610 a month supporting migrants. Oh yeah, what happened to the American people? What happened to the food program in school? What happened to the poor on the street? What happened to all the old people sleeping in their cars because they can't afford $2,300? You know what I'm saying? They can't even get into a low-income program. They can't get no Section 8, which you got to wait 5 and 10 and 20 and 30 years. Oh, yeah. And all type of bullshit, isn't it? So we know what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? That is frightening. Legal analyst thinks Judge Cannon singly she may get rid of Trump's case. Well, she should, because the case is bullshit altogether. Even when we look at Letitia, did not got just like Fannie Wills, you know what I'm saying, James, LGBTQ having nutcase ass. She's an ass. Period. She's the most nigger loving, sucking liquor white man balls bullshitter that I've ever seen. Going after Donald Trump. I wonder if he was black, would you have done that too? If he had done the same thing on the deep state and wring their neck out for the garbage of all the years they've been fucking over the world? And American people spending up all their money on genocidal behavior and pedophilia? And faggotry? And building a chaotic realm where you're just stripping off your clothes and everybody fucking in the street, nobody working, while we're being attacked by every outside entity that you can think of? Yeah. If you vote for Creep Biden in 2020 and you are thinking of voting for Donald Trump this time, keep this in mind. In the Trump grab for power, ain't no grab for no motherfucking power. It's a grab to get your fucking ass out of power. Because you have been fucking up our country for over 100,000 years, probably. Now I'm saying, get the fuck out of here with that. Nobody want to hear that bullshit. We see Polish PM warns House Speaker Mike Johnson that thousands of lives are at risk due to the failure to pass a Ukraine deal. No, thousands of lives need to stand up and tell Zelensky, cut the fuckery out and come to a ceasefire. Ain't nothing wrong with standing ground and defending yourself, but you are a Russian just like Putin is. You are in Russian territory, the Soviet Union, which is Russia, and that's what it is. So you're full of shit. So millions of lives is lost from people all across the world for right now, even going on with the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip. Why isn't Ukraine talking about aiding the Palestinian people? He talking about aiding himself to go up and exacerbate a nuclear war. Do anybody see the sickness here, or we just lost in the sauce? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we see here where the safety of our users is a priority in this matter. I don't know. What the hell is you talking about in this matter? You know what I'm saying? In this matter. You know, we have a lot of nonsense that has been going on in our country for years, you see.